Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to another episode on the FC Porto save on Football Manager 2016. You join us as we're just about to hit the turn of the year and we have our last league game of 2016. We're looking okay at the moment, we are 1 point behind, but we do importantly have a game in hand over the surprise package of this season, which has been Rio Ave, who, ironically enough, their best player has been someone on loan from us, and Kelvin, and then we're 1 point behind and 2 games behind Braga. So I'd like to think if we can win a couple of games in hand, establish a little gap at the top of the table, be consistent, then hopefully this can be our year in the Portuguese league. So it's Victoria Setball today. Our fixtures recently have seen us a good little run of form since we faced Sporting Lisbon. That final game that didn't mean anything against AC Milan finished 1-1. They took the lead through Andrea Poli before Ander Herrera equalised for us. This meaning obviously third place in the group and gives us a match against Trabzonspor in the last 32. So you'd like to think we can get through that, and the reward if we get through that would be a match against either Southampton or Olympique Marseille. So it could see us in the Europa League, and say if it doesn't affect us in terms of winning the Portuguese league title, we may as well give it a go, just trying to get some sort of European success with Porto. Back on the league front, it was a 0-0 draw at Boa Vista, which was pretty disappointing. Only thing I can take from it is we played most of the game with 10 men after a stupid, yet again, lunge by Maxi Pereira, getting him sent off. The amount of two-footed lunges I've seen in this year's FM has been maybe a bit too many. Literally seen him so many times in this save and the 51 save. But what can we do? It happens, and that was a 0-0 there. The Taça de Portugal, we went through 2 rounds on that, which saw a 3-0 win at Varzim, thanks to 2 goals from Bruno Martins and a goal from Gabriel Barbosa. And Ferenese in the 5th round saw Ander Herrera and a double from Barbosa give us a 3-0 win there. I don't think has the next round been drawn. The next round hasn't been drawn yet, but as you can see we're in the League Cup and we have Rio Ave, Paços Ferreira and Victoria Setball in our group for that. So we'll maybe actually give that a try, see if we can win everything this year since we had a terrible season last year. And the other league game was National de Madeira, where we won 3-0 Pistori, and the double this time went to Vincent Abukar. So let's say last league game before the turn of the year. Next time we'll be in action will be Rio Ave in 10 days time in the League Cup, and then we'll start our league campaign again on the 4th of January. We'll start looking to see if there's anything in the transfer list, or even the loan list, or the pre-contract list that we could bring in to strengthen the squad for next season. Teams have already been picked to take on Victoria Setball, and we're keeping the same kind of idea as we've been doing. The simple 4-4-2, or the 4-foot hanging diamond, with a bit of lopsidedness. So basically, it's a normal, it should be a normal back 4, but Kurzawa gets that license to throw him a bit further forward. If we Ruben Neves been there, he can kind of fill in that left hand side. So just say the back 4 is, well, Cassie single, back 4 Pereira, Nkulu, Martins Indi and Kurzawa. Ruben Neves sits and holds in there. The 2 Herreras in the middle. Pistori in the 10, and then you want all your goals from Abukar and Gabriel Barbosa. So we'll kick on. We'll play the standard football we've been playing. I've noticed this year if you don't commit too much with attacking football, you tend to get away with it. You don't get countered as much. You don't seem like this year. It just seems so much harder to win playing attacking football, and your best shot is when you're playing just standard football or even counter-attacking football. But hopefully I can win this. It's a tough one. They're going to be playing a 4-1-3-2, so we'll be hoping to get in between these 2 gaps here. So hopefully we can win this in the middle of the park, and we'll get the Massimo Neri doing the advice. We'll say, go on, continue with what you played in your last match. You played really well there. I'm sure if you can keep that up, then hopefully we can get a good result going forward. But to say the football's been good so far this season. We've certainly learned from previous mistakes. I think that's going to be one where I think the opening series, the opening season, you definitely noticed that I was still getting used to FM16, and that was definitely noticeable when I was doing my 51 challenge. But you know, as I've learned a few things, read a few things up on the forum, things are starting to get put into place, and we're starting to get the right results. So Abukar with the opening goal here, early doors, and that's just playing right through the middle. Nice one-touch football, and then Barbosa with that reverse ball right through to Abukar, and it gives Raider and goals absolutely no chance. As I say, definitely reading up and stuff in like the official forums in terms of tactical stuff. a lot of people's been struggling, and just taking really advice on what people have been giving other people, looking and seeing like what's in their tactic that's wrong, that maybe I've been doing something similar, and how can I use stuff to adjust, or how can I use the advice they're giving somebody else and implement it into the style of play that I want to play. And it's certainly helped me a good bit. With the 51 challenge, we're now up at 4 league titles, still 47 to go, which is fun. But, we're starting to at least be a bit more challenging. There's now been a proper bad season, and the season we're at the moment, as this goes live, I believe we are 11 games in at Bayern on top of the German league. So if we could get that out of the way, get that as the 5th title, and then we're looking at, I'm trying to win another 5 titles within the space of 24 days as I record this. So I will need to go ham on it. The thing is, December is a busy month for me. Obviously, recording a lot of stuff, a lot of other stuff to do as well, and of course, I've got my birthday involved, Christmas, New Year, so a lot of time there I basically won't be playing FM. But yeah, it's good, 2-0 up, and then we're going to lose, go for a goal there. Nope, Castilla hits it by the post, so that's cool, 2-0 at half time. Job done as far as I can say. At the moment, just tell the boys not to get complacent. There's just things like when I went 2-0 up in other games, especially if it's been maybe 60, 70 minutes, I've just learned to, contain, counter, really talk to players, really like don't just stick to the same system the whole time. Making sure, you're seeing games out, because that was always been a problem with me. I would concede goals 88 minutes to 90 minutes, and it'd be really frustrating. But it's a complete professional performance here. Barbosa this time puts the ball on a plate for Abukar, and he smashes it in for a 3rd goal. As I say, great dribbling there. Gets the ball near enough to the byline, and that's a striker that wants it. He attacks it, and he puts it in the back of the net. So a professional job, that's all we can ask for. Another thing is as well, a potential clean sheet. I don't think you can ask more for your strike force when one's scoring and the other's assisting. And the fact that both of them are doing each is absolutely fantastic. It really fulfills you with a lot of confidence. We're going to take off Ave Pastore, and I'm going to put Caleri in. He can play there. He can play as an advance. He can play as a trequartista, sorry. Basically using a 3rd striker without putting the 3rd striker up. I'd like to think we can get a bit of joy here. We'll probably take off Kurzawa after 70 minutes. Hopefully we don't concede here. Wallison plays it in. Caleri away. Hector Herrera. A chance here. Neves. Abukar's in for his hat-trick. And there's his hat-trick. The perfect counter-attack. Going at them with pace. And a big man blasting into the back of the net there. But Grist, a great ball there. And Ruben Neves just sees him one side. Sekira's unlucky. Radier's just not going to get there. And he just knocks it through him into the back of the net. 4-0. Abukar with a hat-trick. I really don't think you can complain with that. So with that being said, Andre can come in and replace Ander Herrera, and as I said, Kurzawa will come off, and Christian Atsu will just play left wing back. We're 4-0 up. I think we can get away with the kind of things, and hopefully we can keep a clean sheet, because obviously having a clean sheet breeds confidence at the back, and then if you've got that faith you're not going to concede, that gives the strikers a lot less pressure to put the ball in the back of the net. But as you see, others have done well so far. Hopefully we can keep this up. It's just going to ride out the game, but more than happy with this performance. It's a place, honestly last season I think we would have struggled. Most places we tend to go last season and struggled, but the away form, it just seems to be dynamite this year. Maybe we'll just get much better personnel in there with a couple of additional signings. But at the end of the day, it's a shame the 4-3-3 wasn't going to work here, but I'm happy with the fact that, we're clean sheets. It's a bit of lopsided formation, but I've definitely felt like you get a lot of that in real life as well now. And delighted. Very well done, lads. And as you see, puts us top of the table. Interesting enough, they had more possession than us, but we had more chances, and they didn't have one on target. So that's good there. We were the last game of the day. But look, Ruben Neves needs a rest. That's cool. If you're going to get a rest, it would be now. And if we quickly look at the overview then. So 2 points clear of Braga with a game in hand. Rio Ave just behind. Most importantly, 6 points clear of Benfica, who we have a game in hand on. 7 points clear of Sporting Lisbon, who we also have a game in hand on. So if we can be consistent, get away from them, and hopefully this year we'll see us regain the Portuguese League Championship. So guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Any comments on the series, let me know. Is there any teams you'd like to see me go in the future? Definitely want to try and get a few different Let's Plays this year, try out a few different leagues. So honestly, let me know what you'd like to see. And as always, thank you for watching, it's deeply appreciated. And let's make some adventures happen in FM16. Bye bye.